So I'm 22 years old and I've been making hundreds of thousands of dollars profit online since the age of 19, okay? I'm coming up to my third year of business. Now I've just crossed the over $500,000 mark in profit, and I've done so many cool things. I won Alex Hormozi's school games two times, and on top of that as well, I've learned in person from the best entrepreneurs of our time, such as Alex Hormozi, Jordan Belfort, the Wolf of Wall Street himself, and Russell Brunson, the founder of ClickFunnels.com, okay? So I know what I'm talking about, and in this video, I want to cover this idea that making money online is easier than it's ever been before. And the reason that I want to make this video is I've been seeing a lot of influencers now in the make money online space, okay? I'm not going to go into any names, and they're talking about this idea that it's harder than it's ever been to make money online, and I'm like, what? Like, I'm making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year effortlessly. And the worst part is people actually believe this bullshit, okay? So in this video, I'm gonna address it. The first thing I wanna say is, the main reason people say this is this idea that making money online is saturated, okay? And that's what makes it hard. So yes, thanks to guys such as Andrew Tate and Iman Gadzhi, more men than ever want to escape the so-called matrix, okay? And they wanna make something of themselves. So therefore, the online business market is more saturated than ever. But here's what I want to tell you. It doesn't matter how many people are trying to get rich. It matters how serious those people are, okay? So for example, one of the most important things you can do if you want to get rich is you need knowledge. And the only way to get knowledge is you can do research online for free. You can buy books, which are like $10, $20. In fact, one of the best books I ever bought was The Way of the Wolf by Jordan Belfort. It was literally under $20 on the Kindle store, maybe even around $10. I read that book after meeting Jordan Belfort in London and having dinner with him. And he was preaching the idea of straight line selling. My conversion rate went from 30% upwards of 60% for high ticket deals, okay? Which is absolutely phenomenal if you ask me, okay? And you know, the other way of getting knowledge is like maybe through mentorship and courses, that kind of thing, okay? So that's the first thing you need. Now, these so-called competitors of yours, they don't even do that. They don't spend hours on Google researching. They don't spend hours reading books. They don't buy courses for thousands of dollars and mentorship. In fact, they say it's a scam. He's just getting rich selling courses. It's like, yes, but you need the fucking knowledge, right? So they don't even have the IQ to go and seek the knowledge. So how on earth can we say that these are your competitors? So that's the first thing. And the second thing, okay, not only do these guys lack the knowledge on what to actually do, and I'm not talking about the overall gist of a business idea, right? I'm talking about like specifically what they need to do. But these people, they're not locked in. They're not dialed the fuck in. Men are more distracted than ever, okay? So what do I mean by that? I've had so many friends. They see what I do. They're inspired and they're like, Zain, I want to be like you. I want to be able to travel. Okay, like right now I'm living in Malaysia for 3 months. As you can see, my apartment's fucking sick. We got a balcony over there. Fucking beautiful, amazing fucking luxury apartment, right? Let's not fucking lie now. And they were like, you know what, Zain, I'm inspired by what you do. Put me on. So I'm like, all right, I'll put you on. And they might do it for a week, they might do it for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and they don't see any results instantly because obviously business is a game of patience. And then they'll be like, oh man, I fell into a rut. I fell into a rut, and I was in a rut for 2 weeks, and I was just jerking off, I was watching porn, I was eating junk food, I was doom scrolling, I was sleeping in, but I'm out the rut now. And then they work for another couple of weeks, and guess what? Guess who's back in a fucking rut, okay? These are the so-called men that you're competing with. Okay? So they don't have knowledge. They fall into ruts and they'll even say stupid shit like, you know what, I thought about it. I don't want to get rich. That's not something that I've ever wanted. You know, yeah, I've seen guys like Iman and Tay and it inspired me initially. But I thought about it and, you know, I don't even want a Lamborghini. I don't want a Lamborghini, man. I just want a good car that gets me from A to B. I just want to make, you know, a couple of $1,000s a month online, get a nice little apartment. And they convince themselves out of success. These are the people you're competing with. So yes, there's more people than ever trying to make more money, like make money online, but they're not your competition. Like, I'm just being completely honest with you, bro. The average man is a fucking pussy. He won't even sit down, go on Google, read some books, buy mentorship, because he thinks it's a scam. And secondly, he can only last like a week until he's in a rut, okay? So yes, there's more people than ever, but these people are not to be feared, okay? Because nobody's gonna sit down and do the work. Why do you think guys like Alex Hormozi are crushing it? Because they'll sit down and they'll do the work, and then people will say to them, yeah, but your lifestyle's unhealthy. It's like, okay, do you have $100 million? Do you? No, so shut the fuck up then. Talking about his lifestyle's unhealthy. Yes, but that's the lifestyle required to get to that point, and that's why most people would never reach it, okay? So that's the first thing that I want to address, man. This idea that, you know, the market's saturated and all this bullshit. No, it's not, okay? No, it's not. Like, yes, there's more people in the market than ever, but bro, they're genuinely not a threat. Like, you shouldn't even look at other people and say, yeah, man, they're my competition. Rather, the way you should look at it is, I am the competition to these people. I work so hard and I'm so relentless that when they see me in this industry, they're like, yeah, I'm not even gonna do it because he's in there and he's a fucking savage. And they just quit and they just go into a different realm, okay? So that's the first thing I wanted to talk about. There's no competition, okay? And I'm making this video off the top of my head on the fly because why the fuck would we script the video, you know? Let's just provide some genuine value. Now, why else is making money online easy? Well, obviously I said it. The education is affordable, it's accessible. You can learn shit for free on Google. You can buy books, or if you want to get there faster and save 1 or 2 years, you can buy mentorship for a couple $1,000s. It's like if you're from a first world country and you can't afford to spend a couple $1,000s to learn how to make 10, 20, 30 to $100,000 a month, then you're a fucking bitch, bro. You know, get a car, go drive Uber, go invest in some knowledge and learn how to make money. I tried to do this without a mentor, okay? When I first started out, I started a social media marketing agency, it failed. And I can't say that business failed because the business model is not optimal or saturated or whatever bullshit. As I told you, I don't believe in saturation through other people. The reason why the business failed is because I went into a rut. I started convincing myself I don't want to be rich. Then I moved on to a new business model, which was personal branding. I reached out to a guy who had success in it and he jumped on a 30-minute call with me. And I just took the advice from that one 30-minute call. And bro, I kid you not, 4 months later, I quit my job. I was making $3,000 a month. The month after that, $6,000. The month after that, $17,000. And then a few months after that, $36,000. Won the school games. Now the business does $20,000 to $30,000 a month profit. And it has been for the last 2.5 years, okay? So I'll be completely honest with you. I think that's it for this video. Don't let these influencers fearmonger you that, you know, making money online is hard or it's this crazy process. No, it's not. Get the knowledge. Understand there's no competition because you are the fucking competition, right? These guys are not competent. They're going to fall into ruts. They're going to convince themselves they don't want to do this thing and they're going to become super emotional. And you're just going to stay on course, okay? You know, you're going to delay gratification. Even when you get no results, if you want to live a life like this, you're going to keep pushing. And that's genuinely it, okay? So that's it for this video. Making money online is the easiest it's ever been. This is the easiest it will ever be. And I firmly believe that. I don't work hard. I probably work 3-4 hours a day, and I've been making hundreds of thousands a year. For the last 2.5 years, yeah, I see dudes running around in circles because they can't sit down for 3-4 hours. And then they want to blame external things like competition. There's no fucking competition, bro, okay? There's more millionaires being created every day than before. Right, every day ever than before. There's more people becoming billionaires. There's so many opportunities to get rich. I refuse to believe that it's harder than it's ever been, okay? It's the easiest it's ever been, okay? So yeah, with that said, like, comment, subscribe. If you want more business videos, obviously subscribe. And then you can also click my channel and you can watch some of my other videos. And yeah, speak to you in the next one.